Hello students, welcome to part 2 of your chapter British and Our Village. Student, in the last part we have discussed up to the permanent settlement and its problem. And after the permanent settlement, the East India Company, they have introduced a new system of collection of revenue. One was the Rewatwari system and another one was the Mehalwari system. Student, now we'll understand the system one by one. The Rewatwari system is also called the Munro system. Student, in this system, in the beginning, it was tried in the small area by Captain Alexander Red, and it was the area taken away from Tipu Sultan when he got defeated in Anglo-Mysore War. And later on, this system was developed by, you can see in the picture, the Thomas Munro, the governor of Madras. So he has developed this system later on in south part of India. And student, here what happened? It was, as we can see in the slide, it was developed in 1820, and it got introduced in all the parts of South India. And student, what were done here? Here, the fields were measured, and the revenue was revised periodically. And very important thing that we have to know here, student, that is that the East India Company, right, the Thomas Munro, what he has realized here, that in South India there were no traditional zamindars, and the peasants were the owners of the land, and they were called the ryots. So now here the Britishers, the East India Company, they, in this system, they have collected the this revenue directly from the peasant. You can see in the next slides. See this. You can see the in the first part that the lands were measured, and the peasants directly getting connected to the British. That called Britishers directly, East India Company directly collecting the this revenue from the peasants, because peasants were the owners of the lands, because there were no zamindars or landlords in the this South India. Now, student, after this, they came out with another new system that's called Mehalwari system. Student, in the Mehalwari system, an English man called Hald Mackenzie, he he has introduced he has developed this system in 1822. And what he felt that the village was very important social institution in North India society, in Northern Indian society. And under his direction, the collectors, they went village to village, they inspected the village, and they measured the land, and they started recording the customs and rights of all different groups. And thus they estimated revenue of each plot within a village, and it was added up to calculate the revenue that each mahal, that's called village, had to pay. And students, like, as you can see here, the village headman was responsible. He was made responsible to collect the revenue and give it to the East India Company. Then, student, here in the Mehalwari system, the Mahal here means the village. This was overall the Mehalwari system. Student, you can see here that here the land was measured, then village is called a Mahal, and the village headman collecting the revenue from the peasants and directly giving, that's called giving to the company. But student, what happened here in the both the system, that's called Rayatwari system and Mehalwari system, the Rayat, that's called the peasants, they were sufferer, because here in both the system the revenue was high. The Rayat, they started again leaving the villages, because here what happened, that peasants were not at all getting benefited from the system. And later on, what happened, student, here we come to know that the East India Company, what happened here, the British realized that Indian villages not only can give the revenue to them, they can be also utilized for growing other crops, and that they can export to European country. The company, what they have done now, the company started trying to expand the cultivation of various crops like opium, indigo, or you can see that sugarcane in UP, then wheat in Punjab, then jute in Bengal, and tea in Assam, so that they can generate more revenue. But student, here this all factors, right, this all factors, they not at all benefited the cultivators, because British were forcing the cultivators or villagers to grow this type of crops which they do not want to grow, and ultimately again the villagers cultivators were suffered. And the student, in the next part, in the part 3, we'll learn after that what happened. After then again, we'll meet in part 3. Take care.